Hey guys, Ruben here, the mentor. Today we're going to talk about the CME Xkey, and I have the 25 key model here with me, which is a mobile MIDI controller, very thin, very slim, and a few controls here and there. And I'm going to show you the box as well. So the box comes in something like this. This is as much as you get, pretty much all. Comes in a buzzer back, of course, and we also have a USB cable, which is connected from the keyboard straight into my computer and into Cubase on screen, alright? So they also have a little quick start guide right here, which pretty much just, just to get quick started on the keyboard MIDI controller. Alright, so my review today, I'm going to review about, how playable is the Xkey on your music production setup and how would you actually use it. So I'm going to play a few instruments for you on the Xkey, and before that I'm just going to go through some of the interface that you see on the Xkey, and we're going to dive in straight into playing some instruments with the Xkey. Now, so this is a CME Xkey on, and this is as big as it gets. It's nearly as big as my keyboard, and basically you can carry this in your backpack, taking it to wherever you go, making music wherever you go, right? So 25 keys, you do have the octave up and octave down. You can go up, all right? And the keys are pretty much, okay for, playing leads and for a few chords and all that. But it's not so great for playing, full large piano riffs and all that. So it's still, it looks like a keyboard, like a computer keyboard, right? It's not so much of it's really thin, you can see that for yourself, right? Okay, so we have also the vibratos, which does not work on pianos. The pitch up and pitch down, which is great for things like leads, flutes, things that use a lot of pitch up and pitch down for expression. And we have the pedal, which is very useful for pianists like me to actually use some pedals. All right. So you get the pedals. Now also all these keys are set with aftertouch sensitive keys, which means you can also play some aftertouch with these things depending on your scenes you have on your software, whether they support aftertouch or not. Now you can also have a software to actually change the sensitivity of each and every of these keys here. Now I'm not going to show you that software today, but basically the software can be used on the computer, Windows, Mac, or even the iPad to basically tweak and update all these little keys here, and also the velocity curves of the keyboard itself. Now let's go into how playable the Xkey is when producing music. So I'm going to play a few instruments on the Xkey on my DAW to see how playable the Xkey is when you're producing music on your software, right? So here we go. Strings. Pretty much playable, and I can control the velocities right well with strings on the Xkey, so it's perfect, right, for strings playing, things like that. I also have some scenes on the DAW. Go down, octave up. You can also pitch up and pitch down. So you get the pitch up and pitch down with the pitch bends with the scenes, which is quite nice to play. Probably won't use the pedals in this scene, so it's pretty much. Yeah, so a lot of scenes can be played with the Xkey, and we have also the bass, which I'm going to go down a few octaves now to play the bass. Lower. You can go like some Mission Impossible thingy here. Well, you get the idea, right? So there's a lot of velocity control on this. Despite how thin these keys are, you can still play a lot of soft and loud touches to this. And they're also fitted with the aftertouch. So if you have any instruments or scenes with some aftertouch settings, you can also play and then push some pressure down to give it a different sound. So that's pretty much very interesting here. All right, we also have the pianos here. So I can go soft, and can go loud. So there's a lot of velocity control on top of this, and you can also change this in the software if you find it to be too hard or too soft according to your touch, alright? So there's the pianos, and I do have some drums here. So I can also program drum on this keyboard. can change this to a harder, velocity curve if you want to, play more drums the drums way depending on your liking. But to me, I think this is perfect. The factory settings are great for me. I can use a lot of settings here, and it's good basically. So I've messed with some music here a few minutes before I, went to do this. So no mixing, no whatever. There's some ideas thrown down to see how playable this Xkey is. So this is all done by the Xkey itself. On the screen here, you can see. I'm just gonna play it for you. Play some drums here as well. Try and play some drums there. Record that up. So basically you get the idea. I just recorded some drums there. I'm just fooling around. Anyway, you get the idea of how playable the Xkey is on your DAW when you're producing music. So the Xkey, a very slim MIDI keyboard, great for carrying around, great for traveling with this. And while as a pianist, as someone who do a lot of film scoring, I find this a bit short. It's great for programming leads and programming some drums and basses and a bit of pianos and a bit of strings. But that's pretty much what you get from a mobile MIDI keyboard, right? So if any questions about the Xkey 25 CME, well, just ask me in the questions box below, or go down to my site audiomentor.com to read the full review on the Xkey, the CME Xkey 25, and also the upcoming models from CME. And yeah, that's the Xkey CME, the CME Xkey. I'm sorry. Thanks for watching.